this is how we do it with 4308. 43, 2140, 2140, make it a 4308. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $20,000, ladies and gentlemen, right there. Give a round of applause, if you would, for Ron Howe and Bob Miller taking it with 4308.
Hopefully that'll be the small one for today. Put them on, okay, we'll go your shit, right.
Come on down here, gentlemen. It's dark. We're here. You're there. I want you guys to do one thing. I want you guys to put your hands on both sides of those trophies. And I want you to lift it up in the air. And I want all these people to give the biggest round of applause you can for these guys out there. That is awesome. You guys got 20 and you guys backed it up again. Just boom, boom, awesome weight. Those are hand carvings out of Florida. The guy said, I want to do something special for you guys. And it's just, he does great work. So, I'm going to hand the mic to you guys and I'm going to be over here drilling questions because in front of you, you got 20 grand, but there in front of you, you got a bunch of fans. And that's important. I want you guys to tell everything about your day. You don't have to tell exactly where you fished, but we want to know. But anyway.
Oh, by the way, you caught the big fish? Big fish one right there. Right here. He netted it. Actually, bear caught it. And Bob's a little bear, so small bear paw. Wow. So,
Bob don't talk much, so I'm gonna let Bob talk first for once, and then I will run away with what I got to do. So you go ahead, Bob. Say what you got to say for once, man. Come on.
Well, it was a tough day. It was a tough day today. It was nothing like yesterday. We smashed them in the morning, went through a big lull, got them in the afternoon. Today, damn, I couldn't even catch fish. I was just a paw man all freaking day. And this guy right here, he did this, man.
it's a team effort, bro.
It's a team effort, but you caught the fish today. He took us here, man.
How'd you guys catch it?
I saw how far you leaned over that boat and grabbed that 8. You helped out.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha! Getting it done.
Well, first of all, man, I got a lot on my mind because the championship's kind of a big deal, and I can't tell you how much this means to me. I'm choked up a little bit. Me and Bob once fished 100% bass, and we were in second place at the T.O.C. It's the closest we've ever been to winning a championship. We were winning with one boat left to weigh in. And I still remember this in my head to this day. Unless they caught like a 12 or something, you guys got this. They caught a 12 on a wake bait with 5 minutes to go in French track. They won a bass cat, and we won a couple bucks. The thing was, when we took second that day, it rained the first day so hard that it shorted out my trolling motor. We were midday up in Hog Slough, came back to Frank's track and said, I got an idea. We're going to drag Texas rig 10-inch power worms through these holes I know out here. We sacked them with no trolling motor. We drive up, float by. Drive up, float by. Second day we did the same thing, except for we were late because of the time change. It poured rain all night, our boat was full of water, and we ended up coming in second place. But that guy had that 12 and we lost. So since then, we were lucky enough in 2013 to be Anglers of the Year, DBT. Done some good, been a consistent fisherman for years. But the championship's something I have not won, so it's big. I mean, it means a lot to me.
It means a lot to me.
Yeah.
So I worked real hard for this, man. It didn't get away, and I was worried it was going to get away because you kind of set yourself up for it yesterday, and you got that big bite. So going back the last little bit here, I've been on a big fish lull. I'm more known for getting a giant and then sometimes struggling to fill my bag because I fish aggressive a lot. And I knew it was coming, so up until this week, I've been catching 15 pounds out here all year long. Since May, I've been on the Delta, I'm catching 14 to 16 pounds. I've got quality, all 5 are clones, but I'm just not running into a big one, but I know they're there. And I've been working on the timing, working on the timing. So practice, I went way north the first day because I live in Elk Grove. So I started off up in Hog and Beaver and looking for those fish that are transitioning to their winter dead-end slough holes. It sucked. It wasn't very good up there, but I did crank some fish, but it was murderous, man. You could only turn the crankbait 2 handles and it's dragging the moss off the rocks. And for a team tournament, it'd have been rough for us both to fish together. So I went back to sticking to what I've been doing, which is, doing a lot of punching, heavy cover. So we came over and we fished some more stuff, got some punch fish, and still we're just, 15 pound a day, a couple of them back to back. And I said, well, we're just going to stick to what I've been doing and see if the big one ends up biting, because that's going to be the difference maker. I'm on quality, but I'm not getting that bigger bass. So what we did in practice was we went back to an area we haven't fished in a long time. I will tell you just right here at False River is the closest way to say it without giving you the exact. This place has burned us more times than it's helped us, but we went in there in practice, and first thing in the morning I punched a 7. It was a northern strain. It was beautiful, little tiny head, gigantic body. Look like a mule on it, So that was practice, and we went down the bank and we found a topwater bite. And I gotta tell you, the last couple months, topwater has eluded this guy. So I was super excited because I was catching buzzbait fish and spook fish, and I was getting frog blowups. We came back here into the track on one of those mats in practice, threw a frog out, first cast, boom! I looked at Bob and said, dude, it's on. They're biting topwater, I'm gunslinging. I got one more topwater bite the next 2 days. So the first day, we went back to that area. He caught one fish first thing in the morning. It was about 14 inches long. We went out of there with our tails between our legs again, saying, wow, that area burned us again. But first thing in the morning, we had like a 6 that 3 times went after my buzzbait, would not eat it. Threw a sinker in there, wouldn't eat it. Threw a frog back in there after the 3 swirls, wouldn't eat it. So we went out of there with one little fish. And the first day, he had 3 fish in the boat and started getting the heavy punch and bite momentum going. About 10 o'clock, I did not have a fish in the boat, first day. Then I flipped on the brain, boom, clicked right in. It wasn't 5 minutes later, I stuck that big one. And I knew but there's 3 areas on this map the fish have been biting, and just every day it's a different set of fish that either move in or pull out. Last weekend, right next to that, Bob Tyler caught a 5.5 pounder, but the fish had pulled out with the cold weather. So this fish moved up because of the warming, and I stuck that 8.5. After that, we went, came back towards Frank's track, we fished the switch, and it was an unbelievable. I heard someone else talking about a 15-minute window. It was insane. I'm
a little busy. Yeah, Bobby. Yeah. Nice job, baby. Yeah. Boom.
a frog in there again, had 2 misses, then I tomahawked 3 back to back to back, pulled right into the mat, he punched one, we're culling, you know, and then I turn around and I look, and I see like a 6 swimming away with like, I don't know, fungus on its back. I'm like, oh, that's weird. And I look, and there's like a 4.5 sitting in the weeds looking at me. I'm like, you're a silly little sucker, I'm gonna grab my Senko. Dropped it over there. He swam up like 6 inches to it, went. Boom, this thing comes flying out of the water like 5 feet high. Bob, help, 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 help. We did not bring the net either day. So we were gonna bear paw every fish. Bob bear pawed everything I had. So that was day 1. It was chaotic here at the end. And we're like, oh man, tomorrow we got more time. We are going to kill them later in the afternoon. We didn't find that whopper, plopper thing these other guys had. In fact, our topwater bite went to absolute 0. We caught no fish on topwater today. I noticed it right away that they were acting funky in our area. I picked up the big stick. In fact, it's a brand new Abu Garcia villain rod that I just got this weekend, 7'11" punch rod. I caught we weighed 8 flip fish this weekend, 1 frog and 1 Senko. So this morning was all about deep grass. The tides weren't as high today. So the same area we were fishing, now we had exposed super healthy, hard green grass line. We went back to that area where I punched the 7 in practice first thing in the morning, which is where we also were getting topwater bites that were non-existent. And we just punched the grass. And first thing off, I got 2 real good ones. Boom, boom. But then it was like lockdown. We could not get another bite. We couldn't catch another fish. I said, you know what? The tide right now just got back up to where it was at Friday when we got that big bite. We went back to the same circle, little hippie grower or coontail. It was as big as that table. Flipped it in there, stuck almost a 6. So now we had 3 good ones. Went around the corner just to say, you know what, we're here. The tide's right. Let's just keep flipping this hard grass. I hit the mat. This thing came out of the water, ate my stuff, started taking off. I cracked that one, flipped it in the boat, and then it was a grind. We had 4 really good fish in the boat. Didn't weigh them, didn't know what they were. I just kept fishing. I just knew they were quality bass, and I'm just going to keep hunting that big bite because it's a championship, man. You need to catch giant. This is the Delta. You need giants. And I never caught another big fish. We went down to the same area where we got the big one. We had the timing right, the tide right, but something was just a little bit off today in those areas. The bite had really slacked and depleted, but we were able to find a little hot spot in that mat because there's been 3 spots in it. In the first spot, we poked a 2.5, a 1, got our limit, a 2.5, and then another 2.5. And it was like 11 o'clock. I didn't catch another fish. We had 440 weighing. So I struggled the rest of the day, but we had those 2 kind of bookend bags over 21 pounds, and you know, at the end of the day, we're fortunate enough that weight held up to win a championship against 206 boats. It's amazing. It takes luck, skill, timing, opportunity. Chasing the tides was big, I can tell you that. We fished a lot of switches. So that brings me, I mean, that is a breakdown of how we caught them, man. It really is.
We already clapped.
Yeah, that part's done, man, but I gotta thank some people, man, because I don't get to do that very often. Number 1 would be my mom. When I was 2, she got me fishing. So she helped me buy my first bass boat, which was the Little Black Nitro, a lot of you guys know, for a lot of years. So I gotta thank my mom. I got a lot of sponsors that help me out. Everybody knows I do a lot of promoting and stuff with other anglers and myself. So Christopher's Construction has been huge for me the last couple of years. Greater Bay Protective Services, IMA, Berkeley, Daiichi, River to Sea, Persuader Baits. All these guys have helped me out. The Rod Glove and MonsterFishingTackle.com has been huge because I order what I need and it's on my door a day later. So I got to thank all those people and my family at home for taking care of the dogs and dealing with the neighbors and keeping things locked down so I could come fish like a crazy man.
What region did you fish in?
We were in the Delta Wine this year.
That's the first time that the region won the lake. But you started out in the northern.
Go to Pedro, you'll see it again.
We fished the northern region. We did really well because we spent time up there. We went to Oroville and fished Bouvier Circuit for a couple of years to learn Oroville, because if you're going to keep bass fishing, where are you going to end up at? The Delta, Oroville, Clear Lake, right? So we went up to Oroville because it was the X factor. Like, we knew we had to get better. That's the lake that's hard to win on. So we spent a bunch of time up there. It paid off that year. Next year we went to the Mother Lode. We did pretty good there. And then came back here, which, you know, cuts the travel time off a whole bunch. We ended up in the points okay this year, but we did not have like a great season. This is a good ending for sure.
Yeah, baby.
Thanks, Randy. Thanks, Sherry. Thanks all the staff. You guys, I mean, look how late it is. You guys are working this hard, and we're burnt and tired. So thank you for what you put together, because I understand it's a lot of work, man. So you don't know how much time these people really put in to run a tournament.
And your boys.
It is a ton of time. So thank you, Randy. Thank you, Sherry, for doing what you guys do.
How about our yeah.
Well, RV Bass Fishing? Yeah, we got a little website called rvbass.com or rvbassfishing.net. It's a program for anglers, so it's ran by us and it's done for everybody here. If you haven't checked out rvbass.com, make sure you do, because there's good information on there for you.
Yeah. Oh, they are. Yeah.
Congratulations, guys. Congratulations for these two guys, Ron Howe Bob Miller.
Dude. That's a big one. Coming with the paw. It'll hurt if I hit you in the way.
I saw him fucking shoot out of us. I'm like, what are you doing? You gotta start knowing ways, probably. You might want to just take off. Is it the bite line on? Small. Really small? Fucking that.
Yellow's next smallest.
You got 5 in there still?
3 on this side. Or 3 on that side and 2 on this side.